Good morning, students. Welcome to your mathematics activity class. Now, before discussing today's topic, let us first show the index page. Hope you have already completed the index up to activity 8. Now, before writing the activity 9, we have to write the activity number 9 and then write down the topic of the activity. That is, understand the concept of local maxima and local minima and point of inflection. You have to write up to this only, and the column for page number and teacher's signature has to keep it blank as before, and also the date of experiment. Clear? Okay. Now come for the topic, today's topic. Good morning, students. So this is our activity 9 and the topic is to understand the concepts of local maxima, local minima and point of inflection. So the objective is same as the topic, to understand the concepts of local maxima, local minima and the point of inflection. Now come to the materials required. Here we need a piece of plywood, wires, adhesive and white paper. Then method of construction. So first of all, we have to take a piece of plywood of a convenient size and paste a white paper on it. Secondly, take two pieces of wires, each of length 40 cm, and fix them on the paper on plywood in the form of x-axis and y-axis. Number 3. Take another wire of suitable length and bend it in the shape of a curve. Fix this curved wire on the white paper pasted on plywood as shown in the figure. Number 4. Take 5 more wires, each of length say 2 cm, and fix them at the points A, C, B, P and D as shown in the figure. But for writing this activity in your activity copy, you only have to draw the figure given here on the left page of your copy as given in the PDF. Now come to the demonstration part. Now in the figure, where at the point A, B, C and D represents tangents to the curve, as you see in the figure, and they all are parallel to the axis. Here x-axis. The slopes of the tangents at these points are, we know that must be 0. That is, the value of the first derivative at these points is 0. Because we know that the geometrical interpretation of the derivative is the slope of a tangent. But the tangent at P intersects the curve. Come back to the figure, see here at the point P, here the tangent intersects the curve. Now second point, at the points A and B, the sign of the derivative changes from negative to positive. Why? Because these are the point of local minima. And at the point C and D, the sign of the first derivative changes from positive to negative because they are the points of local maxima. But at the point of P, the sign of the first derivative does not change. So, this is the point of inflection. Now come to the observation part. Now sign of the slope of the tangent at the point on the curve to the immediate left of A. It changes from negative to positive. So immediate left, that must be negative. and the sine of the slope of the tangent at immediate right of A, that must be positive. And for the point B, this is same because B is also a point of local minima. Now at point number 5, sine of the first derivative at the point on the curve to the immediate left of C. Immediate left of C, C was the point of local maxima. So this is positive. And the sign changes from positive to negative. So at immediate right of C, that must be negative. So the sign of the first derivative at the immediate left of D, that is also positive, and at the immediate right of D, that is also negative. Now come at point 9. Sine of the first derivative at a point immediate left of P. Immediate left of P. Come to the figure. That means immediate right of the point B. And immediate right of P, that means immediate left of D. So, as the discussion before just we have already done, we can write that immediate left of P, the sign is also positive, and immediate right of P, that is also positive. So, there is no change of sign. So, we can write that A and B are the point of local minima. And C and D are the points of local maxima. And P is the point of inflection. Clear? Now at the last part is the application part. This activity may help in explaining the concepts of points of local maxima, local minima and inflection. Secondly, this concept of maxima or minima are useful in problems of daily life, such as making the packages of maximum capacity at minimum cost. So students, this was our activity 9. You write that and thank you for this class.